Okay, so here's our second problem to try by elimination. And again, for elimination, I'm looking to see the x's are lined up, the y's are lined up, equal signs and constants. I have all of that. The bummer is I don't have the same number in front of the x's or in front of the y's. So I have to create that myself. So two options here. I look at the x's and I'm thinking, what is the least common multiple? It's almost like when you're finding the common denominator that both 2 and 6 will divide into. It is the number 6. It can be one of the numbers. 2 divides into 6 3 times, 6 divides into 6 1 time, so that would be the least common multiple. So you could get rid of the x's easily. Or if you look at the y's, you have a 1 that's implied by the y here and a 4. And you could easily get rid of them. The least common multiple would be 4, and you'd only have to multiply this top equation. Why I like the y's is because they have different signs already. So you could multiply the top equation by 4 and eliminate the y's like I'm going to do. Or you could take that top equation and multiply it by -3, and that would get rid of the x's. Either way, you would get the right answer. So there's not always one way to do a problem. When I actually multiply, I have to multiply every term by that 4. Even the 7, that's one of the biggest mistakes kids make, is they forget to multiply the -7 by 4 as well. This equation I'm just going to write down. Or you know what, I don't even need to do that. If I wrote neater, I could. I'm going to write down, but if you wrote neater, you didn't have to do that. I'm sorry. Now I'm ready to add these two equations together, and by doing that, the y's will be eliminated, which is my goal. And this is -42 over here. When you divide both sides by 14, you get x is equal to -3. So I have one of my answers, which is awesome. I need to go back into one of the equations, doesn't matter which one you pick, doesn't matter, and put in the -3 for x. I'll just go up to this top one. And I'm going to say 2 times -3 minus y equals -7. This would be -6. Then I would have to add 6 to both sides. Again, I'm just solving this equation. It only has one variable. Now, here's the problem. Don't forget that you have a negative with that y. And then I'm going to divide both sides by -1. And again, I'm going to write that as an ordered pair, -3, 1. Love these problems. I can check them in the original, make sure that they work. 2 times -3 is -6. Minus 1 is -7. 6 times -3 is -18. Plus 4 times 1 is 4. -18 plus 4 is -14. So I got it. All right, second problem done. Feel free to pause these videos. Go back and rewatch them. Take a minute. You got to take a minute. Figure out your learning style.